This is the rhythm of the night.
Hello guys and welcome to a GTA 5 live commentary, and in this commentary, as it will be said in the title, and I've seemed to have made this a thing before I do my GTA commentaries, this video will be about the money lobbies that have been going around, which could have possibly delayed the DLC, which should have been coming out on Tuesday the 12th, I believe. Yeah, Tuesday the 12th. So, if you do guys want to watch the video, watch it till the end, and definitely leave a like. If not, I can understand some of these commentaries. I can use my GTA days as just to basically talk to you guys. If you guys, obviously didn't like it, you can leave. If you want to stay, leave your opinion in the description of what you think. And if you've actually done GTA lobbies, money lobbies, sorry, if you've done money glitches in the past, and I'll be honest about myself, and we'll be able to talk about, what we think about them. So, alright guys, I'm back, and, as I said in the introduction, there has been a new sort of money glitching / money hacking going around. Now, it's not on the scale of the DNS servers, because everyone could use a DNS code. Everyone could type a DNS code in their Xbox and then use it. Now, most people that did that were either banned or they had their levels and money taken off them. Actually, everyone had their money taken off them. But most people that did that had their levels taken down to what they should actually really be, their genuine levels should be. Now, this is where people with JTAG consoles, and there aren't many people with JTAG consoles, probably I'm going to say 3 or 4% of the GTA community will probably have a JTAG console, and that's basically a modified console. I've never seen one, I've obviously never had one, and it's basically a console which allows you to have mod panels and be able to modify games. Now, people that have been doing that can just, now, from them having these JTAG consoles, can just walk around and drop money. Now, that isn't really a problem, but they're dropping like £2 at a time, and them dropping that £2 at a time lets people follow them around and get a lot of money very quickly. Now, from them doing this, people have got a lot of money, and I know there was a group which were doing it, and I can't remember the name of them right now, but I saw a Drama Alerts video on this morning, and for 5 minutes they'd stand up, they'd make it so that the people were cowering down on their knees as if you were being arrested, on your knees with your hands behind your head. They were on a crate in the middle, and they just dropped money. And for 5 minutes, the average amount that you got was $800,000. Now, that was them people their subscribers joining their sessions and basically just letting them drop money on their head. There's no other real way to describe it. Now, this is obviously not really making Rockstar too happy, because money glitches don't make Rockstar too happy. So making people, and at least with money glitches, it takes a bit of time. But whereas this, people are just getting money for aimlessly, really. Now, this is the longest wait we have ever had between DLCs. Now, the average time, I can remember when I watched Everything Python Noah J456 video on it, the average wait in between for when GTA 5 have DLCs is something like 24-25 days in between DLCs. So a little less than a month in between DLCs. Now, this one, we're into 40 or 50 days since the previous DLC. So it's been a very long time since the last DLC. I can't quite remember, so I'm probably a bit off on the number there. But it's been a while since we've had a last DLC for it. Now, the DLC, there's a few YouTubers that have got access to the marketplace coding before it's actually released, and when they looked at their Rockstar had uploaded a new DLC. Now, it just had placeholder information, so the description where they normally pull the guns from, the cars from, the name of the update, everything like that was just saying placeholder information. Now, the update also said GTA 5 update or GTA Online update, so it's literally placeholder information, so we can't get any information from it, but we knew there was a DLC ready to come out. That was done on, last Wednesday, so a week ago. It would have been a week ago today, wouldn't it? I'm lost on my days. Yeah, it'd have been a week ago today that video would have been, that DLC would have been uploaded. Now, normally, in the past 2 or 3 DLCs, they have just dropped the DLC. Just dropped it randomly. You'll come on and boom, it'll be ready. No announcement from Rockstar, no announcement from anywhere. Now, honestly, I prefer it like that, because you can get on and there'll be a DLC, but everyone kind of leaked it from the marketplace anyway, so it got not necessarily ruined it, because it's nice to know what's coming. So, whereas they normally just drop the DLC, they're not going to do that, obviously. Why aren't they going to do that? Because of these money lobbies. Now, Rockstar, we always thought, you know what, Rockstar are so calm, they give us free DLCs, it's like, they knew we paid so much for the game, so they're going to give us free DLCs, how kind is that? Now, when you really look at it, I always used to think that shot cards were a good way of getting money, because I never knew how much expensive they are. I thought it'd be like £6 and you get like $6 million. So it would be a legitimate and good way of money. For like £15 you get like $1.8 million. Now, £15, that's about $24, I think, in US money. So, to me, that really doesn't seem like a good way of making money anymore. Like, I used to think it was, but now it's just a total rip-off, really. So, whereas Rockstar, and I know one of my friends, he doesn't do any missions, really. He doesn't do missions, actually, in fact, he doesn't really do missions at all. All he does is buy shark cards. Now, Rockstar, even if it was him alone, Rockstar would make... Like, the last DLC that was dropped, I bought, not last DLC, sorry, the DLC before that, I bought a shark card. Now, I totally regret doing that because it's a complete waste of money buying the shark card. I bought the 500 grand shark card, and it is a complete waste of money. Now, that is how, for a £5 shark card, it's like £8, I think. No, what, a £5 shark card? It's between £5 and £8. I can't quite remember how much exactly it is. But it's quite a bit of money for only 500 grand. Now, Rockstar are just making their money off DLCs like that. Because there'll be some people that'll go out and buy the £40 shark card, which is $8 million, every single time a DLC comes out. And that basically pays for 4 people's DLC. Because if you look at COD DLCs, they're like £12.50 or something like that. So if you have one guy that goes out and buys a £40 shark card, that is basically paying for 4 people's DLC. So then 4 people, or 3 other people, sorry, including him, can basically get away with not buying a shark card and Rockstar still make their money. So they aren't going to release a DLC when there is illegitimately gained money around. Now, why aren't they going to do that? Because if every single person has $50 million, people aren't going to go out and buy a shark card when they have all the money that they need to actually buy the DLC itself. So Rockstar will be losing a lot of money if they did release the DLC now. So, and I was looking around like, well, okay, money glitches take a few days to patch, so this should be patched pretty quick. Rockstar have been aware of this type of money glitching from JTAG consoles, sorry, for about 3 months. Now, in that time, they have not stopped it, and they aren't going to release a DLC until that is stopped. So if it's taken 3 months so far for them to stop it, how long is it going to take already? I can't see it coming out next Tuesday. I can't see it coming out the Tuesday after that. I can see it being another maybe month or so until the next DLC comes out. Obviously, don't take my word for it. It's better to listen to people like NoahJ456 and people like that have access to the marketplace on the computer before the DLCs actually come out. So definitely go and pay more attention to them. But I just thought I'd voice my opinion of it. And I don't support that sort of money glitching because even the money glitching where you sell cars and things like that, you still have to have the cars in the first place. So if you're going to sell a decent car, so if you're going to sell the Zentorno, if you're going to sell the Addo, you're still going to get up like $1 million legitimate to actually buy them. Now, then you've got to actually work for it. You've got to actually do the process of the money glitches, and it does take quite a long time to do it. Now, this, you literally just have to sit down in a circle and let someone drop some money on you. Now, the DNS servers, I have never believed in the DNS servers. I've never supported them at all. If anyone heard my opinion of it, that you've spoke to me, I can't stand people that have used DNF servers. Honestly, sorry. This is actually a GTA Online session, not an invite-only session, by the way. There's just no one joining. When I see someone that has used a DNS server and they're like level 3, 4, 5, 6, 700, honestly, I see them as scum. Like, not in real life. I obviously wouldn't like categorise them as scum in real life because that would just be like really bunked up. Just be like, no, you used a DNS server. Like, what are you doing with your life? But on GTA, when people, it really did make me laugh when they were sort of like still around, and you used to look at GTA Online stats, like going to players and stuff like that, online and then players, and it used to really make me laugh when you saw someone that was like 386 and they had no stats whatsoever. Like, all the stats are empty, and it's just like, you kind of make it obvious for yourself. Like, you're like a billionaire from your DNS stuff. You're like 3 times the legitimate level of what you could be, and you've got empty stats. Like, even if you don't go for your stats, by being level 300 and something, you're going to have your shooting full from doing missions. you're going to have your strength fall from probably punching someone every so often. Like, you know, when they're too close to you. All of these things that it's just... that when people do them, it's just like, well, it's obvious. Like, someone my level, like, I've seen when I've been in people's streams before and they have like $50 million, and it's just like, well, do you actually have that? And it's just like, yeah, I got that fully legitimate. And you can partially believe it because people from my level upwards, like, mine's probably like, I'm like a high to average, like, high average to like very high level. Like Louis Caliber's just recently hit level 300 fully legit. Like, that is ridiculous. And you see people that are around my level and all they stream is missions, so you can kind of understand it when they have like 20, 30, 40 million dollars. Like, that is pretty believable, to be honest. But when you're a level 23 and you've got $500 million, it's, yeah. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. I just want to let you guys know that don't do them, because all you are doing is delaying DLCs. All you're doing is really ruining the game for everyone else. Like, you're not ruining the game with the fact that you've got money. You could possibly ruin the game that if you're a level 20 and you've glitched to get a tank or something like that, or someone's duplicated a tank, and glitches like that really do ruin the game, because even if it's just in the way that you're a level 20 and you've got $500 billion and, like, Rockstar has just delaying DLCs. Now, for people like me, I don't really have a hobby in GTA. I don't really do much in GTA. I pretty much drive around. I don't really enjoy doing missions. I sometimes play golf or tennis on my own if, like, I really, really want to. But I don't really have a hobby in GTA. Some people enjoy going around and killing people. I'm just not really into that. I don't really like, because I know when people go around and kill me randomly, it annoys the hell out of me, so I'm not going to go and do it to someone else. Now, honestly, the only fun I really get out of GTA is when new DLCs come out and there's new cars that you can go around and soup up and see what you like the most, and the new missions that you can play, and that's really the only thing I have fun doing in GTA. So people delaying it, and I know that it's not only me like this, it's a massive percent of the community that only look forward to doing only look forward to doing the new things inside updates. So you guys delaying it for being scumbags and wanting money, and you either can't get money legitimate, or you're not necessarily intelligent enough to do a money glitch and not be caught, or you don't want to buy shark cards. Just don't play the game, because if you can't do it legitimate, like, there's people like me and there's people like Cameron, there's people like Louis Caliber that have got to their level fully legit. They have done it, like, properly. All they have done is play missions, all they've done is go on online. That is all they have done. And then there's people that are 3 times our level that haven't done it legitimate, and it's just, you don't deserve it. You do deserve to be banned. You do deserve to be punished for it. The one thing I don't agree on is the fact that people that are being in these sessions, so this is just a random online session, and if a hacker joined this session and started giving money to people, they'd look at every single person in the session and they could ban them for a month, they could ban them for a week, they could ban them permanently. And I could get banned for just being in that session. Now, I could be sat in this session playing a session of golf, I could be sat in this session doing Gamertags, but because people in my session are doing this money glitching, are doing this money hacking or modding, I could possibly get banned for it. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you do share a common, not belief, I hope you share a common thought on this new way of getting money from JTAG consoles. So if you do, definitely leave a like, guys. If you've stayed to the end, I really do appreciate it. And if you could, subscribe. Every sort of Wednesday I'll do these sort of commentaries, usually about GTA and my thoughts of it and how they could improve it and things like that, over just some random GTA gameplay. So guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.